Okay, so welcome to this video on making pastrami. So I thought I'd make some pastrami for Christmas. So I picked up a piece of beef brisket from the supermarket from Waitrose. So it's British beef, looking nice and dark. And what I did is I cut all the thighs off, and it's just a flat piece. Normally I wouldn't mind touching it, but I'm trying to video, so it gets a bit tricky. So it's just a very nice sort of flat piece of beef. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to take it away and bag it. So just give me a second. Just put it in the bag. And I'll pull it back on camera to show you what I've done. It makes it a lot easier. So this is just a standard Ikea bag. So I think it's a 4.5 litre. So it just takes the meat nicely, and by taking off all the string, it allows the cure to get sort of all around it. And I'll just turn the edge over so that when you put the cure in, it doesn't go everywhere. So we'll just take that out of the way for a moment, and I'll show you all the different ingredients. So I've used a pestle and mortar to just break up a bit of black pepper, and coriander, same for the coriander. And we've got ginger. I'll put the quantities on the movie later, but it all depends on what your beef size is. This piece of beef was actually a 1.4 kilogram, so it's fairly small, it doesn't need a lot. Brown sugar. Now in here, I have a mixture of two types of salt. You've got a rock salt and a finer salt. So the idea is it slows down the penetration. So as the rock salt dissolves, it gets a nice even cure that lasts over a few days. And then the last one, this one, is it's effectively a bacon cure. That's what gives it the pink colour. That is seriously poisonous. Now I'll show you what I did to measure how much I've got of that, because it's really important. So my little scales here, give me a second. If I put this on, and although you've got the paper cup on there as well, the paper cup's about 0.2 grams. That's measuring 3.14 grams, so it's 100th of a gram precision. So it's really important you have little scales like this, because actually if you don't, you could end up poisoning someone. So I'm going to mix the salts together initially. That's really simple. Then we'll chuck the paper case away, and we're going to put the sugar in. So I'll mix that one in, get rid of that. And the ginger, that can go in, no problem. A bit in the bottom there, doesn't matter a lot. Not sure. All the ingredients like this are just for flavour, so it's okay to sort of be rough with them really, and they're all in together. Okay, now one last thing to do though. Now we also have some garlic in this recipe. It's quite nice, so let's just put them over here. Just going to chop up this garlic. So I've got my nice cherry chopping board. This is end grain. This is quite a nice board. As you can see, the lovely swirly pattern is really hard. So we'll just roughly get some garlic in there as well. It doesn't need to be amazingly cut up, but just enough to spread around. If you're not careful, you don't get all of it evenly placed. So let's get rid of the skin. There. Now I'll show you a little technique that my dad taught me. He's really quite a good chef. And so you chop the garlic a little bit, and then just get it so it's not quite slices, and then you squeeze it. So watch, it works really nicely. So you take the knife, you just squeeze it down a bit, okay, and then you go again, and we'll give it another squeeze. I mean, it's actually sometimes easier than crushing, but you're technically sort of crushing and chopping at the same time, and it lets you get quite a fine garlic mixture going. You just work your knife round. quite good. So it's really easy to get a fine sort of minced bit of garlic there, and we'll just pop that in our mixture. That said, you don't have to be too precious about anything. There we go. Let's get rid of the knife. I could mix all that together, but to be fair, all that will happen is the garlic will make stuff stick to the side of the bowl. So I'm not, I'm just going to chuck it all in. So here we go. In the bag, on the top there. There we go. So most of the cure then has gone in. I've not lost any of that nitrite. Give it a shake. That's pretty much it. So I'm going to leave that for a few days as it is. Seal the bag up, put it in the fridge, and every sort of 6 hours give it a turn around. And so what that's going to do is it's kind of a wet cure, dry cure all together, and then we're going to cold smoke it, well, hang it for a few days and cold smoke it, and then we just we cook it for a few hours. It's simple as that. So simmer it in some water for a few hours, but I'll do some more videos. But that is a Christmas pastrami ready and done.